Should Star Wars make a Rey trilogy, another Rey trilogy?
Oh, hell no.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you why. Do I even need to say anything? This is
Yes, you do need to say
easiest
something. Go
topic
ahead.
ever made. Should we make a Rey trilogy? We should even make a Rey TV show, first off.
Shouldn't?
Shouldn't. I don't care.
Sure.
Because they've destroyed Star Wars. I don't care for Star Wars anymore. I just want to watch Marvel movies. Make more Spider-Man. I don't care for Star Wars anymore.
That's your take. That's your take.
That's my take.
Okay, but why do you not want to watch Star Wars anymore? What about Rey did it for you? Why was Rey the problem?
They have to change directions. Right now, nobody cares for that storyline. I think the popular opinion is the sequels didn't stick the landing and they left a stinky fart in everyone's mouth. I am not the fart-loving kind, so I don't like the sequels.
Okay, but tell me why. Tell me why. I don't care what the popular opinion is. Tell me why you...
Well, number 9 ended off the series with just it was horrible.
No, don't tell me about the movies. Tell me why we shouldn't expand on Rey.
Because that's just not the safe bet. The safer bet is going expanding more in the Clone Wars. I'd rather see a live-action Clone Wars.
You'd rather see a live-action Clone Wars. That's
Meaning,
what we've been getting.
Bring back the original characters, just like what Ahsoka did when you brought back Anakin.
So the reason you want to watch live-action Clone Wars is to see other versions of characters and maybe possibly redeem them in other ways. So don't you think, like,
cool?
maybe...
It would be cool to get a Finn comeback, rewrite that, make him a Jedi because he was always meant to be a Jedi. Let's be real.
Sure, but tell me what you don't like about Rey.
What is so interesting about her right now? Right now, left in the story.
So tell me what
she has a yellow lightsaber.
Well, and she's the most powerful Jedi.
She's the only Jedi.
She took down all the. But like ever.
She's in the top 10 because there's only one in the top 10.
Well, not alive. I don't know what other Jedis are alive, but like of all of them ever, she's basically the most powerful. She has the power to possess all the Jedi.
So you're saying she's more powerful than Anakin Skywalker?
Yeah, the movies have proved that. When did we see Anakin Force heal? That's the whole thing. That's the whole part of episode 3.
If he was educated on that, then he would be able to force.
Yeah, Rey did. There's no ifs. She did it. Yeah,
I'm hurt. This is disgusting.
No, okay, but you're not telling me why you don't like Rey.
I just explained why I don't like Rey.
No, you just said you know, like,
because I don't want to see that storyline.
I still like Anakin. Star Wars. I still like Anakin, but I don't like the prequels. Do you see how that's possible? Because Anakin's cool. Rey, it's pretty fucking swag.
What is so interesting about the current time that Rey is in right now?
See, that's the thing. A trilogy wouldn't be in the current time. It would be like 10 years later. Give us 10 years, okay? So as someone who really liked episode 7 and thought it was Star Wars coming back to what it was, I agree. Like 8 and 9 didn't really do it for a lot of people, myself included. They're watchable, though. Rey's epic. Rey's Luke Skywalker 2.0. I agree. Maybe not the most creative, never been done before character ever before, but that's not what I'm looking for in Star Wars. I'm looking for a fun sci-fi action adventure movie. And that's what episode 7 gave us, led by a great performance by Daisy Ridley. Rey's epic. Sure, she's overpowered. I don't care. I think that actually makes it more interesting. Something we haven't seen before in Star Wars. Every Jedi's been overpowered given their time. That's why Luke is the main focus. There's no Jedi left, and he's overpowered. He can do everything because there's no other Jedi around. When Anakin was the focus of the movies, he was like, he's the chosen one. Nobody complained. Nobody complained then. But now, when there's a woman at the focus of Star Wars, hey, let me finish. because it's what you're doing.
Are you
you know,
calling me?
yes,
Are
I no,
you
I think that a lot of the times when people disregard
woman?
Ray, it's because she's a woman. It's
I
like,
like women.
yeah, I agree. You might
I don't
like
like
women.
Ray.
You might. You,
Who happens to be a woman?
okay, so tell me what's the difference? Because realistically, from the motives of the character and how they are, tell me what's the difference between Ray and Luke? Sorry. Let me ask you this first. Do you like Luke Skywalker?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, uh, do you like Ray?
The character
Do
is
you like
decent.
Ray?
I'm not going to say I'm the
Okay,
biggest
okay.
Ray
That's
fan.
all we're doing. That's all we're talking about. No.
Yeah,
This is
it's
the
a
thing.
decent character. Like, I'm
Listen,
not going to say like
listen.
it's
I almost have
horrible
you there.
because
I almost have
that's
you
just
there. I almost have you
disingenuous.
there.
But
I almost have
like,
you
I
there.
don't necessarily care to see the next steps for Ray.
Well, listen. I agreed that Ray wasn't done her best. Maybe that she could have. No characters in the sequels reached their potential. Seven set up a lot of things that didn't pay off at the end. I agree. Unfortunate, but there's still good things to enjoy about those movies. I agree. More than the prequels. Okay. Episode
I wasn't saying
10, 11, and 10, 11, and 12. I just wanted you to shut the fuck up before you started going. Episode 10, 11, and 12 can focus on what we wanted from 7, 8, and 9. What
Snoke's
did we
back.
ever what listen?
Palpatine's back.
No,
Somehow he returned.
no, nobody wanted that from 7, 8, 9. But listen, what do we before 7, 8, 9 came out, everybody's wondering what happens when Luke gets older, trains a new generation of Jedi, and moves on. Maybe gets
That
married,
story
whatever,
was told.
grows up. Essentially, no, it wasn't. Listen,
That
listen.
story was told.
It wasn't told. But
Are
it
you
doesn't
like?
get.
Did you see the
We didn't dwell on the
789?
Jedi school. Kylo Ren tore down everything. This can be Rey taking it back, trying to do. Because this is the thing. These are the generations of people get offended when they call it a Skywalker. Whatever, just deal with it. It's in the movies. Just
2024.
because you
She
don't.
can identify with whatever she wants to.
Sure, it's 2025. You dumb fuck.
God damn it!
Also,
It's 2025.
also
She can identify with who she wants to.
okay, yes,
She can be her true self.
yes. But this is the thing. Luke executed what Anakin could have been. Okay, so tell me why this wouldn't be a really great idea and concept for Star Wars. So listen, Luke executed what Anakin could have been. He turned to the dark side when he was a young Jedi before he turned into a master. Luke turned to that Jedi master and trained some new Jedi as well. But when he was training new Jedi, then he lost his hope. He lost faith in the Force, everything, all that stuff with Kylo Ren. Then he's done. Okay. Then he eventually redeems himself, comes back, use the Force to whatever, 8, but he ultimately failed Kylo Ren. So tell me why it wouldn't be really cool to see Rey execute her idol's idea and shut the fuck up, train a new generation of Jedi. And this is the thing, make the movies good. This is the thing, ideas are everything, but like
Make the
movies
movies
good too.
good.
Make the movies good too. Make the movies good. Give us that
I
great
hope
Star
they're
Wars
good.
action.
Fuck.
Give us like that great, like the effects that we love about Star Wars. Give us great music, which all the movies have had so far. And give us interesting characters that actually pay off with that potential. And then we have a great Star Wars trilogy. We have a great Star Wars trilogy. It's what the prequels never did. It's what only the original trilogy movies have done, in my opinion, start to finish. And Rey can do that. Rey can do that. She's a Skywalker, whether you like it or not. I think it's so fucking irritating when people want to be like, oh, 7, 8, 9 aren't canon. They're not my Star Wars. Dude, you're a fucking pussy if you think that. You're a man-child if you think
Hey,
that. Star Wars is what whoever owns Star Wars makes it out to be. Just because it's not your fan fiction of when you were 8 and it didn't pan out to be that.
whoa.
Listen, then cry me a river. Cry me a river.
Well, maybe I will.
If your family movies, these family science fiction movies, did not turn out to what you wanted to be, Let's look what's going to happen next. Let's see how we can make this better instead of crying about the past. Okay. Let's make it. What's the next movie? 10, 11, and 12.
I don't even know what he's
Ray
talking.
focused.
Okay.
You can have Finn
Okay,
there as
listen.
well. Go ahead.
If I take a steamy hot dump on the table right now, is there a way to fix that?
Yep. The Clone Wars
Explain.
proved that. Okay. So the prequels
Clone
took a
Wars.
steamy. Listen. Okay. So the Clone Wars is the cleanup crew, and the prequels is the homeless guy who takes a shit at the bus station. Okay. Shit's all over the floor. The whole station smells like piss. Okay.
My bad.
And then the savior. What the fuck? The savior comes in
Ray?
and cleans up the poop, cleans up the piss and shit that's all over the LRT station. God bless. That savior was Dave Filoni when he made the Clone Wars. The prequels are that homeless guy that took a shit on the floor and rubbed it all over everywhere. Okay? And started living there. Okay? But then Dave Filoni came in, wiped up the floors. You know what? Ripped down the walls. Set off a fucking bomb. Boom! The whole station is now collapses into the ground. And then he built it back up. He took the remnants of that building, of that bus station, and he made the Clone Wars. He took these great pieces, these great ideas, and then he made them something worthwhile. And that's what we got to do.
Don't you
can.
think-
So my answer to the question, you can take a pile of shit and make it worth something.
Don't you think there's more important stories to be told, though, that the fans would enjoy?
Yeah, sure. I agree.
Like maybe
but when
maybe
you can tell,
I would
those
rather
things.
redeem Obi-Wan, in my opinion, because I thought that was a huge letdown.
In your movies, in your episodes, you want to make Obi-Wan episodes?
No. It doesn't
Obi-Wan's-
need to be Obi-Wan. Make more Darth Vader stories.
We're talking about what should
You
make
could make that a
trilogy.
movie.
What?
Hunt
Darth
Down
Vader
Jedi.
stories? We've had Darth
Make
Vader.
that live action. That would be sick.
But why do you not want to? That's my thing. What is it about Rey? And tell me why it's not the fact that she's a woman.
No. Whoa.
No, tell me. Don't say whoa, whoa, whoa.
That part
tell me
of
why.
the timeline, I don't care about First Order shit.
Really?
I don't. It's like whatever. Who cares?
Oh, no. What about it though?
Who are like the big bads out there?
Out there in the
Is there an
Order?
extra jar of pickled Snokes to revive back?
I mean, you probably
Left in the
could do
fridge a
something.
little too long.
This is the
past
thing.
expiry.
You can do cool
Super
things
mega
with that.
evil Snoke.
It's a stupid idea to bring. You can bring Snoke back. Fuck it. I don't care. Like,
You nobody
don't
want him
care.
back.
dude, if it's a cool movie, dude, a crazy idea is RDJ as Doctor Doom. But if it's a cool
Even
movie,
tell a story about like the actual Jedi before, like that Jedi Council. Just like there's so much
they're
other
doing
cool
that.
shit you can do.
They're doing that. No. But why do you want to tell another, like a trilogy of movies? What do you make a trilogy?
Well, I mean, they've already pissed on the idea that the trilogy movies are about the Skywalkers. But really, it's about Anakin Skywalker. But they kind of just made it.
I agree.
Kind
1
of
to 6
twisted it,
is
so now
1
it's
to
like
6.
Skywalkers, I guess.
1 to 6 is the story of the rise and fall of Anakin Skywalker. Sure, but 7, 8, 9 did some other things, and they added some really cool ideas to Star Wars, and cool characters. But then some other movies may or may not have taken a shit on it. But this thing, we get that cleanup crew.
I'm not completely opposed. I take back I'm not completely opposed to a Rey trilogy, but I feel like there's just cooler things that can be done that the fans would enjoy more.
Like
I'd much rather see pre-Phantom Menace content, because I think that's a much more interesting time. Then you actually have the Jedi at their prime. There's a lot more to be told. Like we've already told the Revive
this is
the Jedi story.
So listen. Are you going to make this a trilogy of Star Wars movies?
I don't know. The idea was they're throwing out that it's going to be a Rey trilogy.
Because my thing is, I also agree that like there's more interesting times in Star Wars to dwell on. But if you're gonna make a trilogy of movies, there's no other place to go when you're going in the future other than Rey. She is what is left of the Skywalker saga. That's how you continue the episodes. I agree that if you want to make other movies, series, dwell on other periods, but should they make? Tell me what other characters would it focus around if you want to make a new trilogy of episodes for Star Wars. Tell me.
Like if you like for like the Skywalker saga.
Yes. 10, 11, and 12. Episode 10, 11, and
I
12.
mean, shit, we got Daddy Palpatine. Let's get him in there. Sub
What?
him in. Sub him
Wait,
in,
so
coach.
that's you want to do that?
I would. That would be actually kind of cool.
What? What's your problem with 8 and 9 then? What do you hate about the sequels? Jesus.
The sequels?
Yeah, because that's what I think is dumb about them. The fact that they shit on you're telling me they shit on the floor. Okay. So
Well,
then
it's also the fact they just brought Palpatine out of nowhere. If he was
tell me why.
if he was
You
teased throughout the
fucking
movies, that'd be a
tell me
little more
why.
interesting.
Tell me why.
Even though I completely disagree with the idea of bringing him back.
You just fucking said bring him back.
But if you're gonna do it, then commit. Like, get that grizzly old fuck in there.
Okay. What do you mean? Just commit. What do you mean?
Don't just like somehow Palpatine returned. I don't want.
Yeah, sure.
I don't care for that.
I sure.
Somehow he returned.
But like, I'm just saying, Sure, okay, so you're saying if there's a better explanation,
if you can justify it, sure. Like, fuck.
Okay, but let's go back to my original question. What do you make the next trilogy out of? Sure, maybe. Okay, fine. Palpatine's the villain. Let's see, Mr. fucking writer. Let's see who is the protagonist, sorry.
Well, you can just see him coming up in the ranks. See him become like
Wait, you want to make these movies about Palpatine?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh, so you want to go before
Before
Episode 1?
I mean, fuck, if you're making it about the Skywalkers, make him Daddy Skywalker.
Okay. So that's what you okay. Okay, that's a little better. But talk about for
Like you can be like Shmi was never she didn't know there was a father because like Palpatine slid something in her blue milk. Like, come on. It writes itself.
Jesus.
It writes itself.
That's already known. Like, sure, you can make movies about that, but you're telling me, okay, what's the point of going to another time in Star Wars to avoid the Skywalker stuff?
Okay, my real opinion is they shouldn't make any more trilogies. They should just let Star Wars exist as it is. Don't make another trilogy. Just make some like solo stories, like not like Han Solo, but like individual movies, one-offs. Tell stories within the universe, the stuff that people enjoy.
Yes, but
the sequel times, I don't think people are as interested in versus like the OT or the prequel era.
Okay. I think we agree on the fact that if Disney makes anything, it shouldn't be another trilogy of movies. Sure.
I agree.
But if they did,
it
would have to be about Rey. Can we agree on that?
Whoa, no.
Why? No, if they did and it was about the future.
Okay, I mean, if they had to,
it would be such a spineless move to abandon all that stuff.
They have to commit. Not ideal, but I mean, technically, they could make anything good, but yeah,
that's enough for that.